right, ladies and gentlemen, hope you're doing great. Welcome to the video. I'm Rob, the friendly neighborhood web guy, and today we're talking about the payments tab. One of my favorite tabs. I don't know about you. This is where the fun stuff happens, and this is to me just a super valuable tab. Let's just get right into it. Starting off in the invoice and estimates tab, we've got our invoices, our recurring invoices, our templates, and our estimates. So, these things are all super self-explanatory. I think I'm not going to get super in-depth in how to use all of these. But it's like an invoice. If you're requesting payment from somebody, you do that here. You can do recurring, or you can do a one-time, and then you'll see that here, recurring or all, which would include the one-time invoices. Templates. These are templates for your invoices if you want to make this process faster, if you know exactly what you want your templates to look like, you can do that. You can also do estimates. These are going to look exactly like templates, but you're not going to take money for them. But you can include an invoice with your estimate, which will take money. So that's that, right? That's that tab right there. Then you've got your documents and your contracts. So if you have a contract you're going to use over and over again, and you've worked it out, you can put it in here, and then you can send it to your leads and your prospects, your customers, and then it puts, like, you can have it in draft, you can have it waiting for them, then it's completed and accepting payment. So they give you a nice little kind of progression there. Then we've got orders. Now, orders are different than transactions, and I'm going to just talk about that a little bit. So an order is like if I ordered a membership to your membership website, I would see one record of that here in my orders tab, right? So the first time I order your membership, I'm going to see that record. But if it's a monthly membership, I'm going to get charged every month. So I'm going to see those monthly transactions here. So the order is the actual sale, like the thing being purchased, and then the transaction is the actual exchange of money. Now, if it might be a one-time transaction in which you're going to have one order and one transaction, but like I said, if you have a monthly thing, you're going to have multiple monthly transactions with the one order, right? And so, like if you have a subscription, that's what would happen. Like that subscription would be creating multiple transactions with one order. A payment link. So this is like a link you can create and send to people to buy something. So like it's a pretty simple form. You come in here and then you just select your product. Kind of set these configurations up the way you want them to be, and then you can send this to somebody and they'll pay for whatever they're buying with that, right? And so they can buy that. You could use that payment link. You could send that payment link to somebody, and they could buy a subscription. They could start a monthly subscription, and that'd have one order for your subscription, and that would be an active subscription, and then you'd have like a monthly transaction for that subscription, right? So that's kind of how they all start working together. And then we've kind of talked about this a little bit already, but transactions is going to be anytime money is exchanged. This is going to have a record of it, right? Products, this is the things you sell, your services, your products. The things you sell are going to be right here. Your collections. This is another way to just organize. It's essentially a folder, a collection, a group, but this is collections specific to products. Inventory. These are things you sell. You need an inventory. If you only have 100 of whatever you sell, you need to know it when you're running out. So, and then reviews. So, coupons. I think everyone knows what a coupon is. If you want coupons for a special holiday or for a time period or whatever, you can kind of set all that stuff up in here. Settings. And this is where you're going to do some of your tax stuff, what your receipts are going to say, the notification settings, the delivery and shipping settings, shipping origin stuff, subscription settings. So, and then this is kind of important. the actual payment integration. So do you use Stripe? Do you use PayPal? Do you use Authorize.net, NMI? What do you use? There's a bunch of stuff in here for you to set up with, but this is who's actually going to transfer the money into your bank account. Take payment and then put the money into your bank account. So this is, like I said, where the fun stuff happens. This is when you're going to want to get to know. So get in here, get this set up ASAP. So yeah, that's it for this one. I'm Rob, Friendly Neighborhood Web Guy, and I will see you later.